Well, a last ball thriller decided by one run and one decision. A teenage sensation who continues to absolutely blast apart some of the best attacks in the world. We've had a 250 run demolition job from the defending champions, and a new name emerging as potentially the coldest finisher in the IPL right now. This is the latest batch of IPL action on the Chris McPherson Show, and it's absolute chaos. As always, make sure to hit like on the video, hit subscribe on the channel, and come along for the cricketing ride. We are rolling through the latest games from last weekend through to the games overnight, and that last night's thriller is going to be a key tenet there. The ladder is certainly starting to take shape, and there's some big storylines emerging. The biggest of those, well, the Delhi Capitals, Rizvi is him. The Capitals beat the Mumbai Indians. Samir Rizvi, 90 of 51, controlled, dominant in the chase. Patham Nasenka's 44 was key support. And they bowled Mumbai Indians down to 162. They never lost control. And then they rolled on to a clash with the Gujarat Titans, which they did go down in. KL Rahul's 92 of 52 was elite and aggressive. The game did come down to 2 of 2 and lost by 1 run on that final ball. The Capitals, they look like a top 4 team, but that loss is certainly going to sting and it's certainly going to linger. But whatever, they've got Samir Rizvi batting the way he is, there is a chance for them to go all the way. We then move on, RCB. They are batting at a different level. They absolutely hammered the CSK side, 250 for 3, their highest ever score versus CSK. Tim David, 70 not out from 25 deliveries. There's only one word to describe batting like that, and that is outrageous. He was ably supported by Devdutt Padikkal, who got 50 from 29. Rajat Patidar, 48 not out of 19, blowing away the CSK attack. The final overs were pure carnage. CSK chased with 207, but the game was gone early. When you're chasing those sorts of numbers, you're trying to rack up 12 and a half and over and keep on keeping it at that. It's absolutely tough to do. RCB aren't just winning. They are overwhelming teams. The defending champions are ready to rock and roll. Rajasthan Royals, well, they're looking nice and complete. They beat Gujarat Titans, Dhruv Jurel, 75, Yashavi Jaiswal, 55, and then Ravi Bishnoi, 4 for 41, an absolutely game-turning spell. They backed that up by dominating the Mumbai Indians. Jaiswal was there again, 77 not out at a strike rate of better than 200 off 32 rocks. And then Vaibhav Suryavanshi starred again, a cameo of 39 off 14, 80 runs in the first 5 overs to start. My, oh my, that's some platform to launch from. Their batting power, their bowling depth, it's all there. Throw in the fearless youth of Suryavanshi, who is absolutely phenomenal when you consider he's so young, so young. They've absolutely got it all, and they will be right there when the whips are cracking. Another key story that broke out of this week was the Lucknow versus Sunrisers. Control beating chaos. The Super Giants getting it done against Hyderabad. Mohammad Shami was the headline. 2 for 9, ripping through that top order, and absolutely the key cog in the machine. Sunrisers were 26 for 4 early. They did throw down the fight back with Klaasen 62 and Kumar Reddy with 56. But the chase was sealed. Rishabh Pant, 68 not out, calm under pressure. The structure and control of the Super Giants, beating the volatility of the Sunrisers there. A couple of other quick mentions as well. Calcutta Knight Riders versus Punjab Kings. A washout, seeing the Knight Riders get their first points. Xavier Bartlett, 2 for 9, showed that he is here, meaning business, the Aussie. Serious swing threat early, and he will rip through some top orders in games to come. The themes that we took from this week of games, if you will, the margins are tightening, games are going deeper, runs are coming faster. 250 is now reasonably in play, and the batting ceiling is rising fast. The question remains, will we see a 300 in this edition of the IPL? It's unlikely, but never say never. We've got young players who are stepping up in class and dictating outcomes and owning games. It's absolutely phenomenal as we see Generation Next meet the stars of today and yesterday, with some of those names still floating around like Kohli and Dhoni and the like. Death bowling is becoming decisive. It's all about who can make the clutch decisions and turn up in those final overs. The standout performers, well, we touched off at the top. Samir Rizvi, 90, elite finishing presence. He's really starting to make a name for himself. Two big scores also for Yashavi Jaiswal. Absolute dominance, including that 77 not out from 32. Tim David's 70 not out in that 250-run blitz for RCB shows he's back to his best. Bishnoi's 4 wickets shows that it's not just the batters having fun in the IPL. It was a match-turning spell, and he is absolutely a headline act. And Mohammad Shami delivered what we know Mohammad Shami can at his best. 2 for 9, power play destruction, and just reminding people that he is absolutely up there in the discussion of one of the best white ball bowlers in India. In terms of the fixtures to come, we've got an absolute host of them. Tonight, it's Kolkata Knight Riders versus Lucknow Super Giants. KKR desperate for a win. As we said, they got those points from the washout. LSG are building rhythm. They need to get that bowling discipline right and that batting desperation firing, and here's a perfect opportunity. We then go to Rajasthan Royals taking on RCB. Two of the hottest teams, Jaiswal and Suryavanshi, firing on all cylinders. Kohli leading the way with RCB with his firepower coming through the middle order in support with the likes of David and co. Saturday, we go to the Punjab Kings versus Sunrisers Hyderabad. Consistency versus chaos. Can Sunrisers chase that scoring pressure? It's been the chink in their armour so far. And then Sunday morning in the early hours, Chennai Super Kings versus the Delhi Capitals. CSK are 0-3. Their season is on the line. The Capitals are riding momentum and see themselves as a title contender. Two sides at opposite ends of the ladder. Will they drag themselves closer together or further apart? Only time will tell. We're going to close it out with just a bit of opinion, and I'll say it. If Chennai do lose that game to Delhi Capitals on Sunday, it might just be time to pack up the bat and ball and go home and back to Chennai and call it a night. This is a side stacked with MS Dhoni, one of the greats ever, Sanju Samson, an explosive power hitter, DeWalt Breivers, the baby AB, a highly touted import who picked apart the SA-20. And then Akil Hussain, who was a former world #1 T20 bowler who had an absolute bag of tricks but doesn't seem to be able to pull out too many of them at the moment. They're sitting 0-3. If this makes it 0-4, that's not just a slow start. That is a massive underperformance, and you can put a line through their season. It might be hot. It might be controversial, but CSK, it's put up or shut up. You need a win this weekend. To close it all out, well, the summary is Rajasthan are setting the pace. RCB are redefining scoring and are hot on their heels. Delhi continue to emerge as a contender, and the pressure is building fast on the winless teams. IPL 2026 is certainly heating up, and we'll keep bringing you all the hot takes and the news from it here on the Chris McPherson Show. So make sure to hit subscribe on the channel, hit like on the video, and if you want those sports shorts, just a quick little bite-sized snippets, make sure to follow along. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok at The Chris Mack Show. But until next time, a huge thanks to you for tuning in to your home of the black and white of sports and the grey opinions here.